Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So, I have some allergies, seasonal allergies right now, for whatever reason. So, excuse me in advance, and we're playing against Animar. About to sneeze any moment. Jeez, sorry about that. So, what's up? I hope you like the Lazav deck. That last game was a little bit of an anomaly where we milled in a cold bolus into our opponent's library, and he pretty much just got really lucky and crushed him. Excuse me, Jesus. Excuse my language. That's a bad sneeze there. So we got Lazav, we got Animar. Animar is pretty aggressive, and I currently have a bunch of literally do-nothing cards in my hand, so I'm probably going to have a hard time against an aggressive deck like this. But we're going to try our best, and, you know, sometimes just attacking your library is more fun than actually winning. The problem with Jace's Erasure and his top in play is basically he can stack his deck that I'm basically helping him out by milling the top card of his library that he doesn't want to draw anyway. And it's very likely he's playing Eldrazi, and the whole killing you with Keening Stone idea might not be that powerful. So yeah, always heal, always yes. What's the random card on top of his deck? Let's see what it is. Alright, glad that's not in his hand. So we can definitely cast Lazav next turn, shall we want to. I'm going to save the Bazooka Bug in case he's got like it's likely he has Eternal Witnesses in his deck. And we'll try to see what happens. I guess next turn we'll get a Underground Sea. And we're just going to pretty much... Actually, that would have been a good one to mill with Lazav in play, but, you know, I'd rather him not draw that next turn anyway. So what's up? Yesterday was my birthday, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, happy birthday to me. And took my puppy to obedience school, went out with my friend. We went to a haunted trail thing out, because it is currently... Well, that's going to be a problem. It is currently Halloween season, apparently, in this part of the country. Trying to talk. Alright, I'm sure he stacked the deck that he doesn't want this in his deck. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can murder his guy. The question is, do we murder his guy? Do we play Lazav? Or do we murder his guy in our turn, or do we murder him after he plays 2 mana to spend on this? These are all relevant questions, and I'm thinking about what's the best play. The problem is if we pass with 4 mana up and Lazav not being cast, he's going to be suspicious. He might just suspect a counterspell. I mean, otherwise we take a hit from the sword, which isn't the worst. Not really. I mean, it's kind of bad. So we can't block. We can't block him, plus we would trade. I think we just go with Lazav. We take a hit from the sword, which is pretty crappy, but I think this is a bad matchup for us. I mean, maybe it's not, because he has a lot of creatures, but he's just so... Animar is so fast that, like, we can't just afford to, you know, cast Mind Grinds and Keening Stones against an Animar deck. I actually had a really sweet game. It was my first game of the night. I just loaded it up. Been spending time with friends and family today, so it's 12:48 as you can see on the time. So I was spending time with friends and family, and I just loaded up like Magic Online now. And I played against a Balfagor deck, the Malfagor, the one who makes you discard your hand, or makes them discard their hand when they cast Malfagor, and then makes you sacrifice creatures equal to the number of cards discarded this way. So I actually ended up milling him out completely, so I saw his whole deck, and it was like a red-black, whole breach gone. Alright. Ooh, that card is it does something. Actually, it cannot kill his Animar, unfortunately. So he can make Lazav become a copy of his Animar, which is kind of cool. Do we want that though? Probably attack first, murder. He didn't make a land drop last turn either, so strip mining is not out of the question. Actually, we're probably gonna strip mine him because he's off. If I just murder and he plays a land, he's gonna recast his Animar, and he's constricted on. Let me just take out his command tower. All right, murder now. 3. Oh wait, what? Oh, protection from black. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm so used to being protection from white because I played with Grand Arbiter against this guy a lot. Unfortunately, that is not what is happening. It's gonna be a problem now. How do we deal with this card? Yeah, I think we're in a bit of trouble now, so I'm trying to think if we should strip mine him. Yeah, I guess we do. I mean, he's drawing 2 a turn, but whatever. We can also mind grind him, which could be good. We have mystical teachings, and we can always force of will if we need to. Alright, he found a land, unfortunately. So we're probably going to lose if he keeps drawing land every turn. Be able to cast all the big creatures in his deck. We do have a... What does he got? Goblin, Ruin Blaster. This guy's full of fun surprises. Alright. We have to force a will this because we're going to be pretty far down on land. Yeah. I mean, I don't suspect us being able to come back, but we can try our best. I mean, force of willing. Oh, I don't want Goblin Ruin Blaster. Alright, dude, draw another card. Well, at least he's filling up his graveyard. Sort of. Yeah. I guess I can't murder anything he's got so far. The daggers. The daggers. Alright, well, so the problem with Keening's on Bujikabog is they're not exactly a combo. Whatever. Well, we're gonna have to sacrifice this card to the gods of the gods of Animar. Do your damage. I mean, we can't stop Animar now. I mean, we have to basically find a Wrath, of which there are not many in this deck. And he doesn't even want it. Well, he did cast his Goblin Ruin Blaster. I mean, Animar is a very powerful general. The pro-white and pro-black are just like colors of the best removal in Commander. He's a 3-drop, which means that you always have an early play, which leads into all of your other plays, and just your other plays are just so powerful. Alright, it's not terrible for me. I mean, your other plays are just so powerful. I mean, he can't kill Liliana unless he wants to skip a card draw, which he's apparently going to skip a card draw, which I find interesting. I don't know why he would do that. Like, oh yeah, he has his sword. That's right. I mean, it shows you how powerful Animar is if he can just have all these lands just crush me. Alright, guys. That does not a whole lot. Let us think. What do we do? Sacrifice another Liliana to the Animar God, or should we Grizzly Spectacle? Let's see if he blocks. It's possible he does. Probably not, though. He's thinking about it. No. Oh, not a chance. Okay. If we hold it, we cast Liliana, we cannot cast our removal spells. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we need to cast our land, unfortunately. Kidning Stone is just really awful right now. We do have a Grizzly Spectacle. Okay, so let's see what he does. Oracle will die. That's a really good card. And he has Cryptic on top, which he can draw. He can draw off the top with his top. I don't foresee him casting anything. Apparently he is. No, he only has 2 blue. Never mind. I thought he had 3. He only has 2. Lands on top. Cryptic. Alright, we're not going to mind if we do not win this game today. My opponent had a good start, and yeah, that's a problem. Oh, you know, it's a card. Sure, you got it, boss. Why don't they always attack this card? Like, I find this is my theory. Okay, people always kill Underground Sea because it costs more, but it's actually better to kill Watery Grave because if I have a way to recur my lands with like Crucible, I will have to pay 2 life to get back my Watery Grave versus just casting Underground Sea for free. But people like 9 times out of 10 they target Underground Sea, which is kind of funny. All right, I'm just gonna let it happen because we're dead, right? Yeah, we're dead. We're dead to Animar. Nothing you did mattered. I mean, none of these cards mattered at that point. Anyway, it was interesting. Animar, very powerful general. The protection from Black Cause just pretty much crushed me that game. Yeah, just I don't know. It was not the typical Animar deck I see. I mean, you did have like the 1-mana elves. Typically, you see them play lots of like Sylvan Rangers, all the elves that bring out lands. But he does. I mean, I'm sure they're in his deck. That's the cards he drew. And he has Sword Furnace. He had protection from pretty much everything except for green. His card has protection from everything that's not green, which is a problem for us. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that game. It wasn't the most exciting game, but this kind of deck does struggle against really fast starts. You have to have a Wrath, and if you don't, then your 1-for-1 removals and Kinging Stones don't do anything. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.